Hi there, a little update on my situation and also why I'm more stressed. Do listen to the end because you'll think, why are you stressed about it? It's a good thing. This is an update to keep you informed of my current situation and let you know what's going on and the reason why I'm stressed. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, rather than me going through it all again, do look at the link that is directly under this video in the description. I need to thank you all so much for all the help you have given me, those who have so generously given to my PayPal account and those who are helping behind the scenes to do fundraising in order for me to get water back on my land. And can I reiterate, it is not just water for my garden, it is water for my house for living. We are surviving on buying bottled water. And I challenge you to not turn on your taps for over a month and see how far you get with it, let alone I grow most of my own food. But again, thank you all of you who have shared my video and just passed on my plea for asking anyone who can help. That's just been awesome. I feel that everything happens for a reason, and I feel the reason this has happened to me is I'm supposed to make a video on how to survive a drought or other similar circumstances, and in that way, maybe if I even help one more person by making a video on how to survive a drought, then my job is done. So I will be making a video on that. I've got it on my board as in videos to make and edit, and so we're all going to have a harsh summer. So I'm going to show you all the different ways that I have tried to save so much of my garden without the water. So with no water, what I've done, of course I've lost many things, but how I saved and prioritised what I was growing. Anyway, update on my situation. As I say, thank you so much everyone who's helped in any way they can, even if it's to keep watching my videos. I'm trying to get some payout for my channel. I'm up to 53 euros something. I need 70 euros. So I'm so close. I'm doing my part. I keep doing my lives and everything else. The update is thus. You guys all follow my journey, and it is someone who has been watching my journey, my off-grid life, my growing, how I've done everything from nothing, and they have so kindly offered, after adding up all the PayPal contributions that we've raised and the money that I've got, after that amount, he has offered to loan, please note it's a loan, he has offered to loan the rest of the money so that the borehole can be repaired and also the irrigation water tank. Please note it is a loan. We're not out of the woods, but he appreciated the fact that you can't live without water for so long, and he wants to save as much as my garden as well. But as I say, moreover, it's the fact of living in our house without water as well. So this is why I'm stressed. I'm so grateful because he said it's more important it is done. He is not affluent. He cannot afford for that money to wait till we do long-term fundraising. He wants it back ASAP. So I'm sure you can appreciate that. So we still need to fundraise pretty quick. This is why I'm stressed. I've now brought someone else into the mix. And let me say, I actually declined the offer and he insisted. But I don't like other people coming into my problems. But he insisted. He would not have it any other way. And we had to let him know the total amount and get the contractors in to do those two jobs. It's two different companies completely. And of course, I will be filming it all for him and for you all to see. But you can see why I'm stressed. I now owe money, which we haven't got. We can't raise it ourselves. If you can please, please, please continue sharing anything you can do to raise some money for us, we will be eternally grateful. He's anonymous, which is fair enough because we don't know the full circumstances of his finances, and obviously he needs it replaced. He's not just got tons of money to throw, it's his life savings. So please, please help us to get that money back to him as quickly as possible. So although now it's not time sensitive in respect of we can't live without water any longer, he can't live without his money. That is his money. So there was no other option. But as I say, I'm stressed bringing someone else into the mix. I didn't want to do it. He was insistent, but everything's booked in to be done. So the borehole's going to be done. We don't know the final price of that, what it will be, as I discussed in my video, because though it's the pump that needs fixing, which is right at the bottom, not a normal pump that you just put down a well and can bring out again. When it comes up, you'll see the pictures of it and you'll see it's not like a water pump. It's not like that. You'll see, you'll have better understanding when you see what comes out, and we'll say that's the pump, and you'll be like, oh, it's not like the sort of pump we were thinking. No, it's not just a water pump like you'd put in to pump your swimming pool out of water. It's not that. It's like, I think they're like, might be saying like great big, several feet long, like cylinders. Anyway, you'll see it. And as I say, we can't finally price that up because they said, obviously the pump is this situation, but each pipe as they pull it out, they are going to look and see how many of them need replacing. And the guy said, if you'd rather just replace them all, then I'll pay for that, whatever you need, so it doesn't need doing again. And the guys that we've actually got booked in to do it have said, no, if we think they're okay, they're going back in. We're not charging you for things that don't need doing. So it's all booked in. The Mike's just doing a little bit of work on the irrigation tank because they said to keep the cost down for that. If you look at the footage of the irrigation tank, it's massive. So halfway down on each side, you've got two kinds of cement slopes. They don't meet in the middle, but they come quite a way in, and they're quite ruggedy. And it's because if you look closely at any of the videos I've done of the irrigation tank, you'll see beyond that is like the same amount of irrigation tank again. It is all one tank, and as I say, it's big enough to be a full-size swimming pool. It's not like you see them a lot, particularly in Portugal. They're just squares and people use them for like hot tub type pools, plunge pools. No, it could be a full-size swimming pool. So these bits are halfway between the two parts, even though it's one part. You have these concrete slopes, and they basically give it stability, if you like, because it's so long. And they've said to Mike, we can do it, but if you want to do it yourself, he's actually got to smooth them off. So he's doing work on that. I'll include footage of that for you so you can understand that better. But he said, no, anything I can do myself. And they said, if you take the roof off, they probably don't need all the roof off. But he's going to make it better around the edge when it's all done anyway, because it's like a bit rotten wood that you would have seen when I was emptying it out. You would have seen sort of rotten wood round. So Mike's doing all he can so that they can just come and it's done. So yeah, that will be shown to you, including that work I've just said, what Mike's doing for that bit. So he's doing that to be the most minimal cost we can do. And then, as I say, this special lining, think of a pool lining but not a pool lining. It's different thickness and different texture, but think of like that. That's going to be done, and that's why these slopes need to be smooth and not just rugged. And he's got to kind of finish them off, cement them, you know how you put wood bits round and then pour the concrete in to make them that. He's doing all that. So for me, good news, bad news. For you guys, you think, oh, well, that's good now. We haven't got to rush and worry. Dawn's got water coming back. Obviously, the borehole will be done first, because as soon as the borehole's done, we'll go back to what we were doing first of all when it was just the irrigation tank fail, which Mike has kind of disconnected the water going to that, and he was going straight from the borehole to a big blue like plastic container that, if you like, you'd put to collect your water from gutters, like a water butt I think they're called. So Mike was putting water in there when we still had the pump working, but not the irrigation tank, because that was leaking first. And then I can water some things of the garden. It's still a lot of hassle backwards and forwards. As you can clearly see, it's the height of summer now. I've got a bit of colour and it's very hot, but there is an end to that. As I say, for me, it's good news, bad news. I've never had a loan for anything in my whole life. I just can't abide owing. I cannot abide owing money. I'd rather live with nothing than owe someone. So as much as I'm truly, truly, truly grateful, and I don't want it to sound I'm not, I just want you guys to understand and appreciate the fact that it is still, for me, as urgent to raise that money as it ever was, if not more so. So I've got no more words to say other than I'm more distraught than I was. I was kind of on my lives that I've had to keep doing to try and get away from my situations for a while. You guys cheer me up, particularly if you're on there live. That's really been helpful. And we've tried to have some laughs and just take my mind away. And as I say, I've kept doing them because I was trying to get my money over the 70 euros by providing content. You'll see I've put out a lot more shorts recently because I get a lot of the potential income from me seems to come from shorts. Because if you put a lot of shorts up, they put more ads between, not on my shorts, but they insert them between. So if you put lots of shorts up, you've got more chance of being between those ads. So yeah, I've been doing that, and I've been talking on my lives about different stages. I obviously wasn't that happy at the beginning. Then I've been through all the emotions. I've been in pieces just before live and tried to pull myself together, and they go, hello, it's Dawn for New Beginnings. It's like if only you saw me 5 minutes ago. And then this week I've been more laughing because I've been in complete denial of the situation. It was literally days from completely giving up. And as I say, you've either got to laugh or you're going to cry. And we're just like, what are we going to do? And obviously this angel, if you all just put in the comments, thank you to the kind person. They've chosen to do it. As I say, I was like, no, at first, no way. I can't owe money. I can't take someone else's if it doesn't get paid back. we're both now in the stuck, as it were. So I'm physically feel sick now. I physically feel sick. Would I've rather been without water? Yes. Yes. But I have Mike to consider as well. There's two of us in this relationship, but I feel physically sick now. I don't know what else to say other than please help me more than you already have. It's more desperation on my side now, and the money will be gone. The money will be gone. Words fail me. Words fail me. Please support me. Please support me. Thanks for listening.